About the tags, a wonderful meta tag made by Ros at Scallydandling about the books, and she actually tagged me in the video, which is very, very nice of her. And well, we'll get into why I'm actually doing the tag as well. But yes, so it's a tag to kind of start conversations about why and how we do tags on Booktube. The real glue of Booktube seems to be tag videos. They really there's something where someone like you might be interested in the books that they're reading, but it's like getting tag videos with good tag questions can start a conversation where you can kind of leap distances that sometimes we have as readers from each other of whether it's fiction, nonfiction, or genres, or just there's so many books out there. You can be in an entirely different world than somebody else, and this is a great way to kind of broach that subject. So yes, the prompts. Tags first. Did you do the Booktube Newbie Tag? And if not, what was your first tag? Did you choose to watch? Do you choose to watch Newbie Tags? So I, of course, always doing the thing of demonstrating what not to do on Booktube, is I did not do the Booktube Newbie Tag. I've never done the Booktube Newbie Tag. I did the seventh video I did was the new to Booktube tag, which I think I'm gonna choose to think that is probably why I didn't particularly get a great introduction to Booktube, and that I definitely struggled at the beginning. There could have also been the Jeezly long videos talking about very in particular books that also did it. But yeah, I did the new to Booktube tag. I don't know why I picked that one. Probably because I didn't know enough, and I just kind of read the questions, went, oh, I like that one, so I did that one. So yeah, I never did the Booktube Newbie Tag. I do watch newbie tags. They are, especially I find if it's somebody like, oh, they've only just made a couple of videos, then I will definitely watch the Booktube Newbie Tag. If it's somebody who's been around for a while that I just suddenly discovered, who's made 1,000 videos, I will go back and I will look at other tag videos, or favorite books, stuff and stuff like that, just to kind of get a flavor of their channel and who they are as a person. But yeah, definitely newbie tags are really good, especially for when you're starting out. I don't think I'd want anyone to watch my old videos, though they're probably depressingly consistent with how I am now. Number 2, tag emotions. What feelings do tags provoke in you? Tag joy and delight? Tag boredom and resentment? Tag guilt or anxiety? Or even tag envy? I think for me, especially as I've gone along in Booktube, that if I want to do a tag, I will do a tag. And if I don't want to do a tag, there's no point in trying to pressure myself or say, oh, I'll set this aside and I'll try and come up with stuff. It's the ones that I watch and I go, ooh, I'm excited. I do those ones. So the tag guilt, it's like sometimes the spirit moves you. And if the spirit doesn't move you, there's not really much point in doing the tag, even though you can really thank the person for tagging you, because all the thing about tagging people, my philosophy, well, we'll get into that, but tag favorites. Number 3, tag favorites. What kind of tags do you like the most and least to do and to watch? Definitely the kind of tags that I have now that I've got a bunch of tags under my belt. Not as many as Brian at Bookish, but as now that I've got a bunch of Booktube tags under my belt, it's definitely the discussion videos that are the ones that get me going. Whether did I do the DNF tag? I don't know if you did the DNF tag, but the one, maybe this kind of also goes to the ones I enjoy watching. It's the ones where you get to people have a conversation and kind of think about a topic, versus tags that are a lot more, your favorite character who does X, or your favorite, your least favorite character who does X. I hate those example ones. I think it's kind of comes down to being, I actually, this is why other than like loving reading, why I have a BA in English, because in English you get to write an essay for most of your answers for stuff. It's like, okay, tell me about this topic, and then you just write a full essay on it. Where in a lot of other disciplines, I have the sense that you want specific answers to questions, and my brain does not work that way. My brain works as a story, as a conversation. My brain, like if you ask me a direct question about a specific book, I will have a harder time talking about it than I will about a kind of just a general conversation about that book. And then a lot of times the books just fall out of my head. But I don't know, it's just my brain does not work that way. So it's definitely, a lot of the books questions, which are like your favorite this, your favorite that, my brain doesn't work that way. So I don't do them. And for the most part, I don't think I'm as enthusiastic of watching them, though there's some people who are really awesome at doing that and whose brain does that work that way. Someone like Steve Donahue, who can just pull examples out of examples after examples. He's got such a huge library. Whereas for myself, I find I've got like 10 books that answer all those questions, and they're just the same 10 books over and over and over again. Tag style. How do you tag? Do you have a system for keeping track of when you are tagged or tags you plan to do? And do you prepare to do tags, or do you just wing it? So how do I tag? Usually I have a list. I try and make it a little bit more. I try and vary it so I'm not tagging the same people all the time, even though I look down at, probably the people I'm going to tag in this one, it will be, because there's people who've done a lot of tags and I'd be interested to hear their answers. I think it's like when you're tagging people, I think it's always about not saying like, hey, you have to do this tag. It's more about saying to hopefully the viewers, hey, these are people that you should, if you don't know about this person, check them out. They are an awesome person. That's why I'm tagging them. They do interesting stuff on their channel. If you haven't got them, because that's the glue part of tags, is tags about connecting. It's about tagging other people and you getting to go into the thing and going, oh, I should click on that person and see what they're like and what this person is like. I'll be doing Kelly's the Irish St. Patrick's tag video thing, where it's about tagging tagging. It's a tag about tagging people who should get more subscribers, who are just interesting, cool channels that are maybe a little bit are smaller than you, which of course I'm going to break the rules on, but a little bit. But there's that excitement of finding a channel and going, wow, they have cool videos, and watching a whole raft of their videos. That is always a cool thing. So that's how I tag people. When I get tagged in videos, I thank, I always thank the person, but it really comes down to, if I'm excited about the tag, it'll stay in my head, so I don't write it down anywhere. It'll be like, oh, I want to do that tag, and I've got the question, I've got my answers kind of bubbling up in me already, so I want to do that, versus ones where I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to go away and think about it. Usually if I have to go away and think about it, I just go away. Sorry. That's my guilt there, but it doesn't prevent me from doing anything, so I guess that does it. And do you prepare to do tags, or you just wing it? I always jot down something, especially since when it comes down to specifics of saying, like, this person, and oh god, what was the name of that, and stuff. I try and write down little details, but then I try, especially now, it's like, okay, relax, have a conversation, talk about the subject, what comes to your mind. Do that. That's what makes tags interesting. Not so much the answers as the conversation, if that makes sense. So little points, and then I try and bloviate from there, which I'm very, bloviating. It's valuable booktube, rambling, bloviating. All those are very, very valuable for the booktube skill set. Yes, definitely. And then, if you wanted to be successful, you'd be able to edit it entertainingly. But yeah, that's just, I've tried it. It's never going to happen. Number 5, tag memories. Of the tags you've watched, done, or created, which have stuck in your memory? Are there any that you would like to revisit or revive? I think, like Booktube, the tags that I've done that I've stuck in my mind, I think of the Skyrim tag created by Deanie, because, and that wasn't that was like, it was a fun tag to do, but I also experimented in that tag. I kind of mixed it up. I made a homemade green screen. It was such a headache. It took so long, but it was like, okay, I have one video that is me standing. Actually, it was me kneeling, kind of hunched in a little corner here of a green screen, and that was fun. That was fun to do, and then to pick stuff to put in the background of it. That was a lot of fun. Just as like a little technical experiment. Every once in a while I get, ooh, I want to try this, experiment with this, and then just completely drop it because, well, it's one of those things, if you actually wanted to do a green screen, you'd go buy yourself a green screen and then figure out the lights. Wow, the lighting, even lighting. Oh my god. Okay, but yeah, so that was a memorable tag for me. I think the still a Booktube Newbie Tag was actually a good tag for me. That's actually a good example of saying, like, you know, sometimes if you have a topic in your head or you're in a certain place, it's actually not a bad idea to kind of look around and say, you know, is there a tag that fits that? Because it'll give you a nice kind of structure, especially if I was in a pretty shaky spot at that point in my booktube experience. It's like having using that tag was a really great way of being able to kind of get myself through that experience, but also have that kind of a structure. That's probably a really good example for me of using a tag at the right moment in my where I was. That was really important to me there. So that's probably that. I mean, and for pure silliness, the Booktube at the Gym tag, which was created at Brian over at Bookish, who did his original is like is amazingly fun kind of, bro dudes, how much do you lift, dudes? And I did my version was the bike bro dude version of that, and that was just so much fun. Though, wow, they talk about Steve Donahue, I think, has talked about, like, look, you just need to be yourself, and you watch people who put on a persona, they burn out, they get exhausted. It's the doodle saying, yes, I'm get exhausted too. Actually, they're switching a power pole out there, so she's probably quite offended by that. But yeah, you get so exhausted. I did one video where I did bike dude persona, and that video was so exhausting, but it was so much fun. But it was like, wow, I only did that once because I only have enough energy to be myself, and that's it. That's all you get. And as I get the course, actually, you know, hey, as I invoke Brian, you should have a dog barking in the background, because when you think of Brian at Bookish, you think of dogs barking, and that is quintessential Brian at Bookish. Hi, Ike and Zelda. So number 6, finally, tag some people. I'm going to tag people that I've watched them do a lot of tags over the years, and I would just like to hear their answers to these questions, especially Dane Reeds, because up there with Brian in somebody who's consistently does those tags and is quite good at them in a whole variety. He's got range, unlike myself. Jen at Remembered Reads, and Alba at Cerealia. Those are the people I tagged for this video. And yes, my philosophy on that is you can do that tag if you want to, if it strikes you. If not, I don't care. I just want people to come and check out your channels, because you're all amazing booktubers. All right. Thank you, Ros. Thank you for this really thoughtful, interesting meta tag. Definitely check out Ros if you've not checked out Ros's channel. She is somebody who just burst onto Booktube fully formed, what's it, Athena out of Zeus's head, well, maybe it's out of Tilly's head, which would be kind of weird, because Tilly's bookshelf is her daughter, but you know, is just quite an amazing, natural, super thoughtful, just fun booktuber. All right, I will leave it there. More videos later.